We're live with Zach Beebe. Handsome man, Zach Beebe. How's it going, man? Long time.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Long time no see. I don't think it's been since 2018, end of 2018 since I've been to LA.
Yeah, you visit the bike, like, a decent amount of the year. And
13 times.
you're out in
13
Minnesota?
trips. Minnesota, yes.
And there's a lot of poker legends that are out there, right?
There are, yes. Correct. Some you've never even heard of. We are
Legends you
we
never heard
have
of.
well, my personal favorite is my good friend Dave B. He's like the quiet assassin. He's a very good poker player. You've never heard of him, but he's been crushing poker for 15 years. Makes all kinds of money. He's a great player.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean,
I tell the audience, like, 95% of, like, top players, people probably just don't even know about.
right. I mean, I would think that the very best players are going to get known, but like a lot of the good
What's up, guys?
players
It's D22 So Wayne
want to
Chung with
fly
the
under
Live
the
Bike
radar.
Poker Stream.
Even then, like, I think that, um,
What's up, guys? It's D22 So Wayne Chung of the Live.
God, sorry. Like, they might make appearances, like, here and there, like in Live at the Bike example. Everybody sees Garrett, Andy, Dan, Zach, Art, but then, like, occasionally you'll see Brian Kim or, like, Neil or, like, Blake or just, like, Nate and just, like, all these, like, crushers that you just don't see on camera very often, and then they're just out there killing it. So.
I remember hearing, I'm not from LA, but I remember hearing about G-Man before he showed
Yeah.
up on stream.
Oh,
And then he
yeah.
shows up on stream and it's like as advertised. It was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about him even before I played him too. Like, the first time I played him was like, I don't even know the year. I have to guess it's around 2010. And immediately I'm like, oh, this guy's really good. And, good relative, because everybody gets better in time. In that era, I'm just like, oh, this guy's really good. And then other people around me were like, dude, this guy's a trust fund kid. He's like a fish. I'm like, do we see the same person? And it's funny because some people have said that to me about Bryce Yaki, too. Like, they're just like, dude, that guy's such a donkey. I'm like...
Yeah, no, he seems really good.
and just like when it comes to me, like, I always get overrated. It's like, I'm like, no, these guys are good. I'm the donkey. So the tournament started.
All right.
Let me
Fine.
text you.
What table are you on? 1, 2, 3?
Hold on.
Not on that one. Oh yeah, you are. There you are. I see you.
You know my name?
Table 3. Yes.
Okay. I was gonna text you my name.
I'll watch Wayne streams. Come on.
Yeah, but I don't want to make it that easy to find me.
See. Seat open. I should buy some
we're not
GC.
even on yet. Oh, okay, now we're on. Boom. We're on.
Now we're live.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with the delay. I'm in the big one right now. I got the 7-6 off.
Uh-oh. No defend.
Oh, we're
soft are the
gonna do
games on that?
something. They're not that competitive. I mean, on average, things are definitely harder than they were before, but I don't feel bad
Oh, no kidding.
at all.
No
But,
kidding. No
like-
kidding. Because I transitioned to online about October of 2019, about a year ago, from live, and that was the first time I played online in many years, and I was really shocked to see how much better everyone got.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
back in the day, I was like, I wasn't that good, but I can make all kinds of money because everyone sucked.
Yeah.
Now it's like the bad players they're just the kind of guys that just bet. Which
Yeah,
is
they
when
fight back.
playing-
'Cause
Yeah, I know.
I like it when
I know.
they fight back.
I know. There was the bad players were all just check collie back in the day. Now they're just bet.
I have 10-4 clubs.
Uh-oh.
We know how it is. No, I mean like I played a little bit, and JJ's been winning. I'm down a little bit in cash games. I might be about even now, but like I'm not trying super hard. But yeah, if I try, I could win. But like I don't want to live that kind of life.
I'm having fun playing online. I actually don't play a ton of Limit Hold'em anymore, which is the game I grew up on, played the most of. Because I start on ACR, Limit Hold'em kind of dried up a little bit, so I had to learn 08, which I'm okay at, and I like to play a lot. But then that dried up, so I'm like, okay, time to learn Stud 8, which is after 3 months is probably my best game. And that game I love that game so much.
Stud 8. I like Stud 8. I mean,
Stud 8 is my favorite.
I like all the games actually. I don't know what to say. Like, so people are so evangelist about the games they played. But okay, we got somebody coming in. But okay, when people come in, let's introduce you to the audience. You've played on Live with a Bike. You're super OG. You call yourself a break even what, donkey now? Break even player? I don't know. I still think you win. I'm gonna I wouldn't book you. I don't think you'll break even. I definitely am not gonna book you. I still think you're gonna win at the end of the year.
It depends. Am I tilting or not? If I'm not tilting, I'm a winner for sure.
I do remember you had a bad PLO session at the bike. You were
I also had I had a good one too with when Gary was in the game. It would have been a lot better, but stupid Matt, what's his name? Matt with the beard. I think he was a prop player or whatever. He one-outed me for half a pot, which I was not in love with.
I have
literal one-outer.
I have the 7-9 offsuit here. It's monster compared to the crap I usually play. No, but that's the thing. It's just like, I mean, we have you have a job. You make poker.
Yes, I do.
You make poker money on the side?
Yes, poker's always been for fun. Always been for fun. Which, if we're giving out recommendations, don't play it for a living.
Yeah, especially not in this era. Back when I was doing it hard, it was a lot more viable, and I was even one of the better runouts. Nowadays, you just the game's tougher. It's hard to keep up with the cost of living. All the upside is up front. Like, you're gonna do a great amount of improvement up front, and then your ability is your ability, and it just gets tougher as other people study you. The game gets tougher. Games are gonna get more scarce. You're gonna get blacklisted from games. And yeah, it's poker, as I say on broadcast, works the opposite of other industries. The better you get, nobody wants to play with you. Whereas other industries, the better you get, you could charge a higher premium for people to work with you. Yeah.
Are you still propping for the bike? I know they're not open.
No, I have not been propping since March. I volunteered to help during some of the reopens, but no, I really want the job back. But the bike's killing it, so they don't need us.
Really?
Yeah. It's such a luxury to have that gig. So a lot of us.
No kidding. No
Especially
kidding.
For me,
I mean,
because I could moonlight and do other stuff. So
yeah,
it's a really good gig.
For sure. When I first went out there and I heard what the props made, I'm like, oh, time to quit my job. I'm moving to LA.
Yeah, but you need to get the job because competent players are usually not offered that position.
No kidding. I would get the job. Come on, I play in all kinds of. That's my biggest league is playing in bad games.
I'll put in a good word for you if you ever wanted to.
No,
honestly, it's not easy to get these things anymore. I've only recommended one person, and it's because he's a good friend of mine. But he's a former high stakes pro, and he ended up not liking it. So, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all it's cracked up to be. You got to sit in the games. You got to start games. You got to get picked up.
Oh, I mean, it's
the games get too good.
You just have an adjustment of a view that it's just a job, and then just do you want this job where you just show up on time and they just give you money and you just play cards and just Like, it's just a different lifestyle. Like, when you get older, you have different life responsibilities. You can't just, like, do 3-night bingers just because the game is good anymore,
No, I can't do that anyway.
Yeah, right. But I mean, like, for people that hardcore played for a living, that was, like, part of the arsenal. It's like the game lasts 3 days and it's good.
Yeah.
It's sleepover time. It's time to get a room in the hotel and
Sure.
maybe take a nap. What's up, Derek, Sierra, and Whitener, Mad Benjamin, Paul Hamilton? Thanks, guys. We're at double digits already. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Once again, this is Zach Beebe. You want to talk about your job? I don't want to get it wrong. I know you got promoted like a year ago, right?
I did. I am a supervisor in a small jail in Minnesota.
Do they play cards in jail? Like worm?
They do, yes. They usually play spades, a lot of spades, and they play for pop tokens. But our pop tokens are coins, so they actually play for.
Especially for
me,
me,
they're not supposed to gamble, but
and, do other stuff. So
it occupies them, so we don't stop them from doing it.
You'd probably discourage them to play poker. You might see some real violence, right?
It's funny. Sometimes they do run poker tournaments, but like their structures are ridiculous. They start with like 50 chips, and the blinds are 1, 2, and they go up like right away, and it's just and then no one ever shoves. Like I walk by and I watch them, and they're just like, you guys are all really bad.
I mean, they're just playing for fun, though. They're just trying to match cards and stay out of trouble, right?
That's true. Play the matchy game.
So I took over Lyman's show one time, and then people were prank calling in, and then I was like, I was talking about like one of the when I went bust, I had to do some jobs. So one of the fake jobs I said was a prison guard, and that was inspired off of you.
Yeah. It's been wild actually this year with the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning of it, it's like the things we were doing was changing. Basically every day I came in, it was like, okay, we're doing this now. All right, neat. We've been pretty lucky. Like I said, we're pretty small. We hold 111 max. And since COVID started, I don't think we've been over 51 times. So our population's been really low. But and we've only had like 4 or 5 confirmed cases. But it's been wild adjusting, keeping people separate and making people wear masks, and then our staff members, they have their real lives and they're out about and they get infected or whatever, the virus, and they can't come in. So then we got to try and adjust the scheduling holes. It's been a rough year.
I'll be
really happy.
I got the Jack High through.
You got the Jack High through?
At the Jack 5.
Noise.
Nut. I had the low.
Do you? So now when I'm looking at your screen here, no, the green is something.
I should have told you. I should have told you at the Jack Eye, but the audience is gonna come on in 2 minutes. But yeah, sorry. Go on. COVID rough times at the.
Yes, COVID rough times. Actually, my son got it too. Somehow, I guess I must have dodged it, but he got pretty sick with it.
Sick with it.
I don't know.
How did Minnesota handle the bad times?
It seems like we were kind of slow to act on it. We didn't have mask mandates till like June-ish, and nothing got really locked down. We locked down in March 17th or something like that, but we didn't have mandates for like another 2 months. And it seems kind of like we're and then our numbers have been good comparatively. Like I know it's not good in California right now.
Real bad.
Yeah, our numbers are pretty good, but it seems like we're overcompensating. I think we're doing too much because like right next to us we have South Dakota and Wisconsin, and they're both like wide open and they're doing fine, but we're pretty restricted right now, and we're pretty similar to both of them. So I don't know. It's been all right. Whatever. My wife is like her massive amount of time off this year. She works in the food service industry, so
Mm.
she's been home a lot of the year.
Mm.
But it's been kind of tough on the old bank account, given that
Oh yeah.
unemployment doesn't cover.
Nope. It definitely does not. I was
No.
joking that I wanted the prop job back, and not joking, I really do. But it was a luxury to begin with. Obviously, Live with the Bikes revenue got chopped a ton.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the private game sector, but like,
No.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm watching the Jack 5 right now. We got it through. Yeah, he never has.
Yeah, maybe I just had a lower flush draw default. Maybe the Jack High was good. Maybe I should have check called, right?
Are there plans for him, like, once they move their operations back inside to open up and get props again?
Props not gonna happen for a while. Like,
Really?
props are like a luxury job. Like, when times are going well, we need to fill the games, and like they're really expensive. But like, in especially in Los Angeles, almost a necessary evil, because they need to keep the poker industry going. There's a lot of inside inside industry stuff.
For sure, and I noticed that there's like some sort of sickness in LA where people don't like to play short.
Yeah, the prop gig in LA is almost like a perfect storm of like a lot of things like coming together and needing, like, No Limit doesn't need props because people will play short No Limit, and occasionally if like a limit prop comes in, pinch hits for like an orbit or two, then it'll fill up. Limit, as you know, fun players want the 8-handed and 9-handed.
Yeah.
Preferably 9-handed. So that's a little bit of like a luck and perfect storm that Limit Hold'em has that demand in LA. And, if you have had the skill set, like we've had from a long time ago, it's a little child's play. We, like, some, like, myself included, when I first think of the prop math, like how much you make, I'm almost like, oh, I'm going to optimize this and have this on top of my salary. Then when you actually do it, you realize that in order to keep your job, you got to be a friendly person, which means, you're not trying to lose, but you're not trying to like fight for every chip anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you do have to tone it down, and that's kind of the balance. I don't know if you remember, Michael and Moss and I used to be 4080 props, and we both demoted ourselves. But we also have other jobs, but like, we do it because you know how it is. The higher stakes you play, even if you're a winning player, it's more stressful when you get ejected.
Yeah.
And you have to fight for every chip the higher up you play. You can't get breaks.
For sure. For sure. Like, getting picked up when you're stuck 2K, that's not fun. Yeah,
like when I'm playing, mid stakes, whether it's limit, no limit, or PLO, I could be a chatty Cathy too. When I'm, recently playing in the private games, when it starts getting bigger, everyone says I want to look like I want to murder somebody. I'm like, yeah, I'm like Andy. When I'm playing big, it's no screwing around. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't be that friendly person when I play high stakes, and I talked about it with David Baker on our podcast, which was like, yeah, I mean, I could be friendly off the table or mid stakes, high stakes. It's no, and people don't like me like that. I don't really like me like that. I don't like the lifestyle.
Yeah. So. That's definitely not what I was used to playing with you. More friendly though, but I think I only played with you at 2040.
I think
maybe
we played
one
40.
time at like 510. Do you think we played 40 together?
I think we did. I'm pretty sure because.
Yeah, no, you're right. We did.
We had
one of my trips. We did. Yeah.
It's just because I met you during the Lyman and Nicole era, and that was when I was propping 4080, and I stopped doing that before they stopped doing Live with the Bike.
And I miss Lyman.
Yeah.
Commentating.
Well, he comes on here a bit, but like old and mature, and I don't. I mean, I don't know. I kind of. Some people are kind of happy I've taken the reins when it comes to like being a grizzled veteran, and others are just like I don't have the fire to like sell the poker dream, which by the way, guys, doesn't exist. Don't get me wrong, you can get really good at the game. You just probably are not going to make like a lot of money. You could win year after year, but it's a job.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like being realistic or like being pessimistic, or it's just depressing. But it's just like people know too much about the game now. Like back in the day, I didn't ever study. I was way worse than I am now, and I did a lot better than I do now, just because everybody knows so much more.
Yeah, because it's about your comparative advantage against the field, and then like Lyman Nicole taught me, get subsidized, get a prop gig, be a host, do training, like coach. Like I don't advocate for coaching. I don't like coaching, but people really want to learn. Then I screen people and then I'll take them in. I tell them it's not worth your money. Like everybody I've coached has been happy with me, but like, man, like I guess now that I think about it, if they're doing it for an intellectual pursuit, I'm more okay doing it. If they're like asking me to coach to get them to be like a winning player or play for a living, I gotta say no. So I don't even. I ask the young kids now. I'm like, what are your win rates? Like, what do you want to happen in this industry? Like, what's your run out? Because my run out was like 10 times better than them back then at that age, and I have a good run out now, even though I had like bad years after I went broke.
Is this really a 13K guarantee with 39 runners, or how many you get in this one?
There's 44 people now, so let's do the math. 44
that's a good rate.
It's going to fill up. It will.
So
the guarantee
what's
will.
The
there will not be any overlay. The PLO ones occasionally have overlay. Ace and 10 offsuit. Ace of diamonds, 10 of clubs. I have a lot of history with this Fire Island, dude.
Guy in the hand right now?
Yeah.
Viking guy?
Oh, well, no. Fire Island, he folded pre. I have a little bit of history with this Viking guy. I have the ace of diamonds, but it doesn't, he just can't have a king if he donks there.
I think so.
Okay, well.
You could do something, Wayne.
Lift off!
Lift off! Yeah, his hand seems like a load of shit.
He's just gonna hero me. He's just gonna hero me. I have the ace of diamonds, Walker. See, okay.
Hey, nice.
There we go. Hey.
Very good.
We still got it. We still got it. 15-year-old tricks still work. Okay. New player note. Led KK2.
We'll still try and win pots on paired boards like that, right?
I mean, you could still win. It's just your win rate's not going to be astronomical like it used to be.
No.
I don't know. I just like. I guess part of it's just the memory of like when times were easier that makes me just like not want
those days.
Yeah, I just don't want to participate.
Miss those days where you can just log in and just like click buttons and collect money.
Hey, Nick from Yuma says he's a Beebe. Beebe. Zach Beebe.
Belieber.
Let's talk about some of the legends Schneids and Bicycle Kid.
Schneids, DK.
You connected me recently. Yeah, you connected me recently at Bicycle Kick, and he still remembered me from back in the day.
We got Derek McMasters. He just won a bracelet not this summer, last summer. pre-COVID summer. He won one in an Omaha event. Plays a lot there.
Spades.
My buddy Dave P, he's a super legend. But yeah, I mean, since we have those rules here where our max bet is $100, we play limit, which is why we've got a lot of mixed people who are really good at mixed games, because our big game is 40-80 mix. That's basically the big game that runs. Occasionally that get bumped up to 50-100, usually 40-80. And then our second biggest game in the room is 20-40 hold'em, sometimes 40-80 hold'em. So, I mean, limit hold'em's basically all we play.
I can't imagine being beaten this spot, but like it's possible, I guess.
What do you have here?
I have King Jack of Spades.
Oh, yeah, no way. Yeah.
See, this game's still beatable, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, this guy he's a blaster. Rebuy. He's gonna help you hit that guarantee.
You're my good luck charm. You just, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna ship this.
It's Beebe, ladies and gentlemen, 46.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 10,000. So there's 3K left in overlay and 3 levels left. So
Probably hit it.
Yeah, I mean it like there was a tournament, I think New Year's Eve, that didn't hit the overlay. So, or sorry, it didn't hit the guaranteed, so there was overlay. It was a little bit, but you know, overlay's overlay.
So I've had some success on ACR tourneys, but having to sit here for 7-8 hours, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Nope,
From
just
home.
can't do it.
Just can't do it. I did it for a while, and like June, I had a really good June, and I played quite a bit of tourneys. And then I cashed out, got the cash out curse. And then I tried tournaments after that. And it's just too much to sit there. And then you sit there and you grind your ass off and you get like 12. And you're like, cool, I doubled my buy-in. Neat.
Well, that's why I'm, streaming videos now. I'm just like, if I'm going to do this, I better just like put all the value in,
Right. I wish I had the time for it, because I'll tell you, in June I had a pretty good score, almost matched my highest ever score was forever ago. I almost matched it this summer, and that is very exciting when you get big scores.
You want to tell the audience how big it was?
Oh, like I got a third for like 12K. Which for me is pretty good, given that I don't play a lot of tournaments.
I'll take that any day. No, I mean the thing is, it's cool that you have the scores. It's much cooler when you have them on video.
Yeah, that's true. I got the screenshots at the end. They did happen because I screenshotted it.
Yeah, I mean screenshots are good. Video is better because video it shows the entire thing. And
no, in June I decided I got. Because ACR, I had won a few months before that. I had won a free. ACR gives you if you play enough, you get bought into their free roll tournament.
I have the Jack in the 4. I have the Jack in the 4. I'm getting 1 to 8.5.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go, Jack.
Oh, we got the 4.
Bottom pair.
We got the 4. We got the bottom pair and the backdoor straight draw.
Let's just put a 4 out there and never see it coming.
Oh, they'll see it coming, and the aces are like, yeah, aces full, Mike. I'm folding. I'm not continuing.
Oh, come on! I hope you were getting max punish there.
Yeah, that's 100% a max punish bet. we wanted to flop top 2 with the Jack 4.
Pretty hard to do. I guess it's just as hard to do as with any other 2 cards.
And also shout out to you when Dustin came on.
I like Dustin.
Lepest.
He was a tough rock, man. I didn't know he was who he was when I was playing with him.
Dude, there are
And it made a lot of sense afterwards.
yeah. I mean, a lot of the props are former online crushers.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
And then between playing in your own, they were smarter because they became props earlier.
Right.
I still had the pride. I was like, oh, look at this sexy hourly. They're like, fuck that. Give me out.
No.
Pay me an hourly.
Back in the day on Stars, I was always happy that he was fine crushing 3-6. Like 3-6 was his limit. I played 5-10, 10-20, but he was always there at 3-6, and he just won every day. I don't know why he never moved up, but I'm glad he did.
I was shocked he never got Supernova Elite. Because, like, I would like, in that era, I would look at stars and I would look at full tilt and I would just, like, you know, scan the names, or I would start from the bottom. I guess I started 3-6 when I bought in on Poker Stars, and then I would just, like, run it up. But, I would, you know, you see the same names and you're just like, okay, this is not a good game.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know how you mark your people, but it's like you look at the table and it's like, oh, everybody's red. Time to go.
What was my old coding system?
I thought it was universal. It's like red is aggro, green is fish, right?
Red is definitely aggro. I had on full tilt, purple was my fish. Purple. Red was a certain type of pro. I don't remember what my actual pro color was. I had like you have the like solid pro, the tricky pro,
right,
and then
right.
red was my aggro pro. So
I reserved blue for like the very best players.
I think I had something similar. So for the people who play on full tilt, some of the pros that I labeled red, pissed off, Pistoff, Nossorog. Who were the other? Gift in the Curse. I ended up meeting a lot of these guys later.
Like where? In LA?
Gift in the Curse was at Bay 101. I played with him in LA too. It was Spotty Dotty on Stars, Poker Stars. It's Chris. I heard he's out of the game, so God bless him.
There was some legendary people back in the day. You know, funny thing is, I ran into one of them on ACR later on. It had to be the same guy because isn't it March Invest 2? Like that's like a very specific name. But I ran into him again on ACR, and he played basically the same way. I'm like, it has to be the same guy. And I'm still running the same screen name that I ran on Stars.
You know what's funny was when No Limit was huge. No Limit is, you know, has been huger than Limit for like a long time, but a lot of the Limit players bleeded over to No Limit, and I don't know if you remember Poker Snoopy, Millie, on Poker
Yes,
Star.
I remember that name. Yep.
Because like when I went to No Limit, like she would be at my tables there too. She's playing like Nosebleed Stakes Limit, and then we played Mid Stakes No Limit.
What you gotta do.
Well, I mean, I just felt like the mid stakes and No Limit were far more profitable than high stakes No Limit. I mean, in my peak, I was beating high stakes No Limit, but like, I'd frequently just like step down because the games were so much easier. Playing like,
and that's kind of what precipitated my change on ACR. It's like the best games are stud 8 because like. I'm still learning that game and I'm like crushing it while I learn because everyone's so bad at it. You just got to find your profitable game.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you could crush me. I don't know.
Stud 8 is I don't know. It's like it's sort of built for the way I play, which is like, you know, not overly aggressive. I don't know. I feel like it's a better game for someone who isn't. I feel like Limit Hold'em now, to win in Limit Hold'em, you got to be very aggressive, and that's just not something I'm super comfortable with anymore.
Well,
so Stud 8 kind of fits it better.
What happened, like in my Limit heyday, it was obviously hyper aggressive, And then when I was propping 4080, I had to tone it down because even 4080, the aggression level is so much lower than high stakes. And then 2040, I really, really have to tone it down. There's like some situations where you like check back top pair in position on the river, or you're just going to value on yourself.
Right. No, I agree.
And I value on myself like a few times. I'm like, check. Oh, you got it? Nice hand. Yeah, so it's
certainly a different game now than it ever was back in the day.
Yeah, and just like I don't know. I'm just like I'm definitely privileged to and basically have relatively come to peace with how, poker has fit into my life, and I fit into poker. And unlike a lot of people who are in poker that play for a living, my identity is not really tied into my poker performance and career or whatnot, and that's greatly helped. I realize it's like a downfall for like a lot of people. Like it increases toxicity when people attach themselves. Attach poker to their identity.
Yeah, for sure. Like one thing I pride myself on is being one of the world's most honest poker players, which it's hard to find an honest poker player, but
oh yeah,
I feel like I'm pretty accurate with where I stand. If I'm playing like shit, I'll tell you. If I don't inflate my abilities, I don't lie about win rates. I don't, I don't, and I have that luxury given that it's not my day job
income. Yeah.
It's a hobby. I don't know why you would ever lie about your hobby, so I never have.
Hey, I'm a hobbyist now too.
Very good for you. Your other ventures are taking off pretty well.
Live with a bike is profitable. My other venture, which I do believe I've told you about, like is still very costly, and there's some DOJ hold up and COVID hold up, but it should. I mean, like things are happening, so.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, like after you do these operations, like you just have so much more appreciation for like things that actually work out to be successes. Like you just really stop being a hater.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, whoa,
yeah, I mean,
you're profitable? You made it, dude. It is really hard to even, flip something into being profitable, and then even when you make it profitable, you gotta, keep it profitable and ideally grow it.
Yeah. I do have that luxury of having a completely recession-proof, depression-proof, pandemic-proof job. Where I just have
it's the thing about like I don't even our generation or definitely younger. They're like, oh, I don't want to be an employee. I'm like, just pay me, man. Just like if I can show up somewhere and you pay me, I'll take it. I don't care. It's a luxury to be employed. When you're not employed and you're one of the 100,000 resumes being sent to that one job, and you're getting rejected over and over, you better believe you're gonna be begging for a job.
Yeah, I don't take that for granted. I've been employed through all this, where other people have been struggling. Anyone who's struggled through all this, I feel for you for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm pretty aggressive with like developing career and just like, like the people that had a lot on the line and just this pandemic just like screwed them.
I know. Like my wife, I've had to carry her for sure, given that her line of work is definitely hit by this pandemic. I want to tell the story though that the one time, Wayne, when we were in the cash out line and you went to your box and you opened your box and it was just full of purple chips. I thought, like, oh shit, Wayne's a baller.
No, that wasn't me, was it?
That was you. You had a lot of purple chips in there.
Did I?
You did.
Must have been a long time ago. I don't anymore. I'll tell you that.
Well, you did.
My
You
lawyers
had
had them.
your lawyer. Okay, sorry. Never mind.
No. Please go. I'm joking. I'm half joking. Things shift really fast for me in a sense that like if you see my legal bills for like my projects, oh my god, it's ugly.
Paying lawyers is the worst. I hate lawyers.
Yeah, but this is what I realized too. It's like a big barrier to entry in certain entrepreneurship ventures, and like you realize too how much you have to like cut corners. Like you just can't pay for everything. You just can't like have everything go smooth. So it's not going to be super efficient. You live and you learn, and then do what you can. And just hope for the best.
Yes.
What's up, Lou John Associates? Nick from you, damn Wayne, you wrote a damn book on that player. Yeah, man, I take good notes. What's up, SS the G? This is Zach Beebe. He's in the chat. He's been on Live at the Bike several times. He aced Queen High, called down my 7 high bluff.
I did. Yes. Yes. I mean, come on, it was such an obvious bluff. It's like turbo call. Probably should have raised it.
You phrased it for value.
I miss being on Live at the Bike.
Zeke isn't lying. The stud 8 games on ACR berry patches. The play is awful. My brother crushes those games with the micros.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. Specifically stud 8 on ACR is it's so soft. Like I've never lost. Yeah, I jumped into that game not knowing how to play it at all. And I've had losing days, but I've been a winning player since day one. Learning.
Maybe I should.
It's a very soft game. You definitely should. It's super soft. Even I played it as high as 10-20, and it's super soft.
All right. Well, I may have to jump in. ACR stud 8. I actually can play that game, so yeah.
Let's see what's running right now. Right now, there's a 4-8 game, 240 cent, 80 cent, and a 2-4. I've been kind of sad because like a couple months ago, the 08 game was really strong, really solid, and that kind of dried out, which makes me sad because I enjoy that game quite a bit. I'm not as good at it as Stud 8, but it's a very fun game.
Oma 8's really tough. I don't know if you heard I asked the question. I had a hand when I was propping, and I asked Dan Zach, and then he ran it through the solvers, and we kind of suspected very similar things. So it was 7-handed. I had ace 4, 7, 8, ace 4 clubs under the gun.
4, 7, 8. Okay.
So a couple years ago, I would have snap folded, and then
I'm not as experienced. I fold there.
Yeah, so I did fold, and then I was like in the solver era. In the solver era, is it like an open? And then Dan ran it, and then it is an open, but
it is.
Yeah, but what Dan was saying too is like in all practical applications, you got to judge the game conditions. It's not just what the solver says. So like, I have 6-5 of diamonds. No, I'm gonna let it go. I don't like this pantlet. Because the thing is, like, say you open, and then you get a caller in position, you get 3-bet, and then it's like king queen 7. Like,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like exactly what do you do against somebody who could triple barrel? You may have to just hang on with your pair of 7s.
I know, and I've done that before, but it doesn't ever feel good.
Yeah, and just like how often you get those right or wrong is like it's rough.
Because inevitably you'll call and you'll turn some sort of card where you got to call again, and then the river, the forward pairs. It's like, okay, I'll call again.
Or just like,
good.
Or just like you make trips and then you check raise and then you 3-bets and you're like, whoops. Hope I'm shopping.
Yeah.
And then they just show you the king's full, you know.
Wait, 08 is really fun. It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that Ace 5 is not a good low draw. like it took me like 2 months to realize that was not a good low draw.
Even Deuce 3, not really a good low draw.
No, but I sort of like King 3 Deuce with like King Deuce suited. I like that hand a lot. Because, you know, it's easy to play. You know, ace flops or you flop a flush draw, whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to veto that.
It's very specific, you know. It's a king.
I just feel like if you're not in competitive environments, you could lay off the gas pedal a little bit. It's not a big deal. Like I've tightened up like quite a bit in the last 2 years because it just don't need to.
I play 08 so tight just because I still make a lot of mistakes in that game, so I play it really, really tight to try and take myself out of the positions to make those mistakes.
So you're allowed to talk about like, the highlights and low points of your job.
Yeah, highlights and low points. Oh man, there's been some low points, man. It's luckily, like I said, it's a pretty small jail, so we don't have a lot of problems like some of the metro areas. Like we're pretty close to.
I have top
like
2.
Minneapolis. Minneapolis is Hennepin County. Well, I gotta watch this. Yeah, top 2.
I have top
connected,
2.
Connected, straighting board here, or flushing board. With those many cards out to beat you. Oh no!
Oh, more. Now the 7-5 beats me. So.
7-5, 5-3.
You know what's brutal now is now that the naked 7 of spades and the naked 5 of spades and the naked 3 of spades.
Yeah, they're never folding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this Dabbledore guy just like limped out of the gun with like pocket 2s and as a set.
Oh no!
This is strange.
Like
All right,
nines beats you.
Yeah, I just don't expect to have a winner here ever.
Don't shove.
Bets.
Don't shove.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, woo.
Very good, very good.
Missed
you
the
found the
there.
one hand you can beat.
I can beat 5s, 3s,
5s and 7s.
5s, 7s, 3s, and
I'm not sure
maybe
3s
on
calls,
the 7
but 5s and 7s.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess 7s would have called, so I missed it.
What was I saying? I was saying about my jail. My jail is we're about 20 minutes from Hennepin County Jail, which is like Minneapolis and the surrounding areas, so we're not too far from there. But the jail's pretty small. We're very quiet. We are probably, if people gave Yelp reviews on jails, we'd probably be the only 5-star jail in Minnesota.
Shout out to the 5-star jails
yeah,
in Minnesota.
Right. I mean, because you know, you gauge it by people who come in. They say, you know, oh, I'm so happy I'm here. This, you know, Hennepin County sucks. Your place is great. You know, we just kind of treat, you know, it's a culture thing. We treat people like humans, and we have less problems to show for it. But inevitably, you know, you got people who are having bad days who are going to be upset, and I've had some bad days there for sure. One lady one time, she was mentally ill, and she was going to flush her shirt down the toilet, which when they built my jail, they decided to save money. They didn't put big pipes. They didn't put pipe grinders in there, which like a lot of prisons have for people who do a lot of flushing. So we just have our regular old pipes, and they clog all the time. So the lady was gonna flush her shirt. So I went in there to stop her, and she attacked me, which, you know, was not good. So I went to go tase her. That didn't work. So everyone went in there. We all piled in there. And one of my coworkers, he managed to get his hand near her, and she latched onto his finger.
I have a
and she's trying to bite his finger off. Oh, that's a good hand. Let's get this whole stack here.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, you cannot lose. You cannot lose.
Oh, you say that now.
You cannot lose. Shove.
He like snap called the.
Right.
Yeah.
That to me means like he's got like ace-7, guaranteed. Ace-7.
Well, obviously gonna have to go for it, but.
Ace-7. Oh,
He snap folded, so I'm really confused. Maybe I like Jack 10 of Hearts.
he was acting faster than a human being could. He's a bot.
He's a bot. He just raised it. He just snap min raised. He's a bot.
Snap min raise. He's a bot for sure.
Live reads. Live reads is a bot.
Anyway.
What's up, Gators Rock 10C? Thank you guys for tuning in. And sport. This is Zach Beebe. You want to drop your PokerStars name or?
This is me. Donkey on Tilt.
Donkey on Tilt.
You ever played with me? Played with me at 5, 10, 10, 20 on Stars back in the day. I'm still playing on ACR right now. Lower shit at the moment because shit hasn't been great since June. June was my best month of my entire poker career. Since
June?
then, last June.
Because you final table, got third place.
Yeah, no, but I in June I did plus 22 in tourneys and plus 75 in cash. So it was my best month of all time. Playing part time, I'm 28K, 27.5, and but since then, straight down. God, after that month, like I ran really, really bad, and then I was on like permanent tilt, and I played like dog shit, and then now I'm just kind of not playing as much at the moment, just because that was such a bad stretch I went on.
Did you actually have losing months after, or you just weren't winning as much?
No, I had a really bad month right after June, and then another bad month, and then a couple break even, and then I basically haven't been playing enough to even really move the needle since then. I'm waiting for ACR resets their bonus stuff here at the beginning of the year. I'm waiting for that to kind of dive back in. I'm just playing whole stuff right now.
So there's officially no overlay in the Blitz. There's 13.5k in entries.
Who's a buying in this?
218. I have an ace and a king.
Yeah. It's back here.
I'm gonna 5x here. Just hope he gives me a little action.
Did the bot open linked?
Yeah, the bot open linked.
Wow.
Allegedly. I have the ace of spades. I'm gonna check behind here. The bot just I'm gonna probably call it.
I think
I should.
Yeah, for sure. Wow,
oh
he
adds
so fast. You missed all kinds of value.
Yeah, that's wow. I played that poorly. I have player notes now though, so.
Like legitimately, like I'm not trying to stir controversy here, but how is he acting that fast every time?
I don't know.
You just saw he like snap folded, where it was even his turn, essentially. I think he might be a bot.
You can auto fold.
A poorly programmed bot.
Limp call with ace jack off. I want those bots all day.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I said. Poorly programmed bot. I got a friend who plays it. He's everybody to him is a bot. I'm like, come on, chill out. He's not a bot. He plays too bad.
Oh, man.
He believes it though.
Let's see. Check.
You got to get those 4,600 chips to your stack though.
Oh yeah, I wish I just open shipped. Next time you open limbs and I could beat ace jack off, the chips are going.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
Open ship
I'll be
coming.
right. I'm gonna be back 2 minutes.
All right.
1 second.
What's up, PS3 shakes? Shake it, baby. Zach Beebe, y'all. We have the jack and the 5. This might be it, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna tilt on some ice cream a bit. What's going on here? The jack and the 5, the min raise thing. We haven't final table in a while, have we? We have the ace jack of diamonds here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit that subscribe. Ooh. Min raise UTG. Come on, multi-way action. Whoa. Okay. Ace jack of diamonds is hitting the muck. How many are you paying? 12? Yeah, 12. Dude, we just like have not been cashing this thing. It's not good. We're folding the ace jack of diamonds there.
Yo,
I'm on tilt. I'm gonna eat some ice cream.
you just wait a second. You have the ace jack of diamonds right here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that got shit. Never mind. Sorry. Makes sense. That's... No, you would have won. Bad fold.
Was it 3 diamonds?
But no, you would have made a wheel. Bad fold. It
Brutal.
was kings and queens. Kings and queens, a wheel wins.
Oh man. If I knew they had kings and queens, I'm plus EV.
Yeah.
Single
Plus,
ace.
you're gonna make a wheel, so you're like very plus EV.
Oh, this guy just opened. The bot opened ships.
That's some next level stuff right there. How are you gonna...
It's Lebratus. This is the disgruntled son of Lebratus.
One of the blinds. So
What's
you
up,
got,
host up, Lee?
In 100.
So I was against kings and queens, and then just the 2, 3,
Kings,
4, 5
queens.
came up.
Kings Queens. It was 5-3, 5-3, 4 flop 2 on the.
Let's go to card play and check out the odds.
Pre-flop.
Yeah.
I think you were. It was.
I'm plus
probably, like, a
EV.
decent
No,
spot.
Ace Jack of Diamonds is plus EV. I'm pretty sure. I just want to see.
I would
the
think
odds.
so.
I just haven't run these things in like a long time. Did they have a diamond or no?
I don't think there was any diamonds. I don't recall. But
Oh,
I
I'm
don't-
not.
I
I'm
think
not
it-
plus EV.
No. The queen. No. The black queens and I think it was offsuit.
Well, I was not plus EV. I had
You are?
28.23%.
Really? Well, because you got to hit at least an ace. And
Oh.
I think them, the kings and queens blocking your straight draws too.
Well, I would have made a wheel, so I played that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, come on.
Destiny.
How many chips you'd have? You'd have like 50K chips. You'd be chip leading this shit.
chilling. Is the guest grown-up Corey?
Yep,
Haim?
I am.
Who is that? Corey Haim?
You don't know who Corey Haim is?
No.
Come on.
Or Google it.
Lost Boys. You never saw Lost Boys?
No. Dude,
You never saw Lost Boys?
Canadian actor who starred in a number of 1980 films such as Lucas Silver Bullet or Peter Romance License to Drive. Oh my gosh.
Lost Boys was the best one.
His role alongside Corey Feldman in Lost Boys made him a household name. Well, out here in the poker streets, Zach Beebe is a household name. So.
Yeah, for good or bad reasons. And
we're gonna try to get the blind increase on the button. Ice cream chillin'.
the structure here seems pretty decent.
It's okay. I mean,
Still got a decent stack.
I never feel bad about it. I just in the last 4 or 5 MTTs, I just like ran into aces. Like 2 of them were a little bit my fault because like 2 pros like 3-bet me. I'm like, fuck these guys, and then it's 4-bet and it's like ripped in, and they're like, oh, that's why they were 3-betting small.
Have like, I don't know about you, but every time I've said fuck this guy, it's never worked out at all. They always have it when you say fuck this guy. Yeah, you had a good stack here. What do you got? 110 something?
I've been chip leader way too many times to just like brick. I just like don't even think about it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter until you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter until
You
you just
actually
have
get
to
to
pay,
that
like,
final table.
Yeah.
When does the red end?
This is the last level. So there's 70 people now. I always like hope that there's overlay. Ooh, I have Queen 9 off. I'm just gonna call.
Not a good flop.
Should I check raise him? He fast bet. So thinking.
You have a queen of hearts?
Not the 9 of hearts.
That's a rough one there. I don't know what to do there.
I think I should fire.
I mean,
Oh damn. Whoops.
now it's rough. Now it's rough. I like what you've done so far.
Whoops. Just drawing dead the entire way.
Drawing dead.
Stone is dead.
Stone dead. I like how you played.
Well, got caught.
Cookie jar. It's like Java says, you got it, homeboy. Break time.
Yep, that's how I donk the chips. Or I could just like play straight. last words, famous last words. Fuck this guy.
For sure. Yeah, I've been there. Ugh.
What's up, Derek Daddio? Thanks for tuning in, guys. So, what did you hear about Garrett before he played on Live with the Bike?
Before he played on Live at the Bike, I remember one of the trips I was there. It's like, oh, you guys hear about this G-Man? This G-Man, we're going to get him on Live at the Bike. He's so good, G-Man. He's so good. He's coming on Live at the Bike. He might not, though. He doesn't want to show his whole card.
Well, yeah.
Jeez, I can't wait to see this guy play if he's that good. He's like got this next level strategy he's got to keep secret. And like the funny thing is he could show his whole cards all day long, and I don't think it would matter because he seems to be a field player, like an exploitative field player. So I don't think showing his full cards has cost him anything, really.
Oh no, it has.
You think so?
Yeah, you all like. It's never good to give away information about yourself.
Hmm.
I've seen some hands
Yeah.
where he's definitely paid the price for playing on camera.
You know what? I suppose because like it does seem like he had a lot more success right at the beginning, and then he went through that stretch where he was kind of not having. What about someone like Andy, who's like kind of a machine? What do you think about showing hole cards for him?
It's hurt all of us, in my opinion. Who
Sorry,
let the
that's my
dogs
dog.
out? Whenever you give away information about yourself, overall it does hurt you.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt you if you're a shareholder in Live at the Bike. You got to have someone show their cards. Someone's got to do it.
I meant the players.
Mm.
If you're a player and you show your whole cards, it's always going to hurt you.
Fair.
I mean, you may know how I play, but some people don't, and if they watch these streams,
I will say that we've played a good amount of hours together at 2040, and I'll say I don't have a solid handle on how you play. I'll say that I would think you are not a good person to bluff, and that's for sure. And you got some tricks up your sleeve, but to I couldn't put my thumb exactly on how you were trying to take my money.
I mean, I guess I'm glad that you quantify it like that, because there's some people who are like, Wayne doesn't play like that. I know how he plays. And I'm just like, I hope that's not true.
Yeah, I feel like
usually when people make those statements, they just have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's possible. I know some people who hold over me. They clearly know, have a good grip on how I play. I would say it's more rare, but it does happen. So, but we're
I got knocked out of your table here. I got to try and find.
Oh, let me. Oh yeah, because the next table shouldn't be up yet. It'll be up in like 36 seconds. What are your memories of Bicycle Kick? Like, he used to be really active in the 2+2 forums.
Yes, that's where I got, because he wasn't playing live all that much when I went back to playing live, because I took a long break. I was playing mostly on Stars. I started live and then I took a long break, and then I played mostly on Stars, and that's probably when he was mostly active at Canterbury. But he would still show up every now and again. He's a great player. And he's great for the game too, because he's very even keeled, very welcoming. And the times I've interacted with him, he's been extremely friendly. You could tell him hand histories, and he'll listen to you. Some people don't want to hear hand histories, bad beat stories, and such. But no, he's a good player.
For sure. I'm pretty sure he's up on me lifetime.
Yes.
We battled very high stakes at Commerce. Do you find the table? I'm 8 out of 53. I have the 5-3 off in the small blind.
Hold on. Yeah. Not super familiar with Well, I'm not familiar at all with globals. So I found you finally. Here we go. You still got the bot on your right.
I'm gonna put in 150 chips with the 5-3 off.
People are still. Oh, so that guy is what? Oh, we got a piece.
How about the 5?
Guy's open limping with 5-3, or open limping in an actual chart.
I showed the bluff, so this 5 with the 3 kickers for value. He's open limp like ace 5. So really hope he doesn't have ace 5 here. I have the 5 of hearts, so
Can't be that bad. Oh, we got tubes. Bet for value. Noise. What do you have?
oh, yeah, ace jack eye. Yeah. Well,
Sick
because I
man.
bluffed him last time. Paid off, you know. Let him keep the ace high. I got the chips I bluffed back. That was key.
Nice.
So what's it like in Minnesota?
It currently is very snowy. It's been snowing a lot lately, which this entire winter it hasn't snowed that much until recently. The last 4 or 5 days it snowed a couple of times. It's cold. I live not far from Minneapolis, so where I'm at is not very picturesque or anything, but like my dad's got property up north, and when you go up north, it's very pretty. A lot of forests, a lot of lakes, tons of lakes. Obviously, they call us the land of 10,000 lakes. We got more than that. I think it's like what, 12, 14,000. I don't know. But yeah, it's a nice state. It's clean. There's a lot of open areas, a lot of forestation. It's not at all like Los Angeles. Having spent time in Los Angeles, it's not even close.
I have king queen off.
We
here.
do. Okay, here we go.
I just visited San Diego.
So limp.
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 Little 3.
Jeez,
3.3.
these games are soft.
I mean,
Limp, call.
oh no.
Wow.
He limps the ace X, so I'm gonna check behind here, and I have the back tone.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm gonna use my whole timer.
Timing tells.
Damn!
He didn't hit the
Just
jack.
missed. That's so sick. How bad did I run?
Hey, another ace,
on,
and now
one
you
more
can be
chance.
8.
One more chance, Global. Just give me
One
the
more
jack.
ace jackpot. Yeah,
Let it go.
you can't win. That person called with like ace 3 suited or something. Dumb shit. So I saw in one of your YouTube streams that you won one of these recently, right? Or something like this?
I've only won. Yeah, I've won several, but recently I've won one. The PLO one. One PLO one.
Oh yes, that was the one.
It was so.
And I saw you call one guy with like some third pair or something.
Yeah. So
That's pretty good.
I can't stream final tables anymore with people on Zoom. I get too distracted, and when people like comment on stuff, and it just like I have to like talk with them and justify what I'm doing. It's I think it's caused me to like not do well in a couple final tables. That was it.
That's fair.
Definitely like the ring phase, like it doesn't make a difference, or doesn't. It's very minimal. But like final tables for sure, because there are some hands where I definitely made mistakes. But the thing is, I think you know this too. Like when you've been playing with people, you have you should have a mental picture of how they are and how they play. And then when you're talking or you just like kind of get distracted, you lose that focus or that, you know. So that definitely happened to me when I have aces. Had
Oh,
ones.
baby.
What's the bot gonna do?
Bot's gonna turbo call. Oh wow, he's taking time now. Bot got turned
Oh,
off.
damn it! All right, I'm gonna make it 800. I'm gonna make it 700. Hope I get a little action. No!
Come on, fish.
Come on, make a play at me.
You're on the button. Shove. He's gonna shove for sure. Look at this timer. No. Oh, you got a collar.
Got
It's
two
not
collars.
a good flop.
Nope.
It's not a good flop. Tell me you got the ace of clubs.
I have the ace of clubs.
Well, that's good.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to check this three-way?
I think you bet small.
I
honestly.
have history with both of these guys. Okay. I mean, I'll bet like 900, I guess.
Yeah, I would bet small.
Okay, snap call's
Turbo
good.
call.
We like snap
Jeez.
call. We
Yes.
like a turn deuce.
Yes, that's a very good deuce.
So we're going broke this hand, right?
Yeah, I would think I would bet bigger now. Now he's thinking. Now he doesn't know.
We really like the snap call.
Let's make
I mean,
10-9
because it's
any
snap-
good?
Hmm?
He's got like 10-9, right? 10-9 suited.
You know, I'm just not going to fold to this guy even if he rips. I don't think he's going to rip, but
Give
because he's
him
snap
the way
called
they.
the flop.
Yeah. I think you're good here.
Fire Island, obviously, if he rips.
Yeah, you got
That's
it.
fine. I'll
Nice.
take it down there. I'm good. Take
No,
it.
no. That's what you want. Nice guy.
I'm going to try to snap fold to try to. Oh, this sucks. I don't think it's going to work, but the blind increases at 1 minute. I don't think I could fade 2 blinds.
What is it?
Awesome.
What's the next line? 400?
Probably. The increase. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to fade it. I'm just going to snap fold and risk that I could get the increase in the small line. Actually, there's no shot. No, I'm going to take the full timer.
COVID.
Everyone's doing timer hacks. So it's paying up to 12 places. First place is 3.8K.
How many are left?
48.
12 places played.
Yeah, 2 MTTs starting up in like 12 minutes. So when did you first start watching Live of the Bike?
I started, well, probably 2015. I remember hearing about it years and years ago, but I started watching it basically about 2014, 2015 again. Then I decided, I was going to come out and play on it. I played on it, I think like 8 or 9 times. I made 13 trips to LA. Anybody who's kind of on the fence, go play in LA. That's like poker mecca. I've had a lot of people say like, I want to go to Vegas, this or that. But I don't know what Vegas is like, but there's no way it's better than LA. Because the poker in LA is insane. I think about what poker's like in Minnesota, and our games are good, but like our fish are like our games are a lot like online games right now, where our bad players are just very aggressive, like overly aggressive, too loose, etc. In LA, you still have the 2008 era players where they're just loose and passive. You can't find that online or in Minnesota anymore. So it's definitely worth making a trip for if you're kind of on the fence. If you play on Live at the Bike, it's fun to watch yourself. I learned a lot watching myself.
Wow, the bot called.
Trying to see what kind of tells you might be able to pick up
Oh
on.
man, I've seen so many of my tells. It's like crazy.
Yeah, yeah. You might think that you're tell free, but you aren't.
I don't think
You certainly aren't.
I don't think anyone thinks they're tell free, or maybe they do. But like after you like watch yourself, you're like, oh my god, that's terrible. And I've corrected myself.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I have to be still giving away stuff. It's.
I think. I mean, I try really hard to just like sort of do the Tom Dwan stare at one card thing. But you still give stuff away. Can't help it.
Yeah, but like it's even though everyone has tells, it's like only you're the one who knows what you're thinking.
Sure. You can do the reverse. I've done pretty well on Live at the Bike, honestly. I think I had one losing session. I did have two. I've had two. I played eight or nine times, and I had two losing sessions. The two losing sessions were not great. I went broke with Ace Queen at No Limit, which obviously as a limit hold'em player, Ace Queen is a good hand. No Limit, they know not to go broke with that. I did not know that. And I went broke with it.
I have Queen Jack of Spades here.
That's a good hand. Oh yeah.
I hate cold calling too in the small blind, but
now come on. I mean, none of these guys are going to punish you.
you don't know that. This Dabledore guy just might
No.
go over the top like I'm a freaking terrorist. And there we go. We flopped two clubs. It's gonna be a king.
Wait, I thought you had Queen Jack of Spades.
I do. We flopped two clubs.
Okay.
It's standard.
Gotcha.
You flop the other two, cards of the same color.
Gotcha. Now let's put this person.
We have 5 black cards.
That's not a flush. How about a King of Hearts? Check. King of Hearts. Second nut, no pair. Third nut, no pair.
No shot.
No. No. You're going to lose to Jack 10. Or some dumb ace.
I'll be happy to chop.
Oh, 2-5. Sorry.
Even my spades
Jeez.
are no good.
I mean, shitty thing is you definitely could have won that pot. But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Four-handed.
It's too hard.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I was in San Diego about a month ago. Do you know Sean Snyder?
I did not meet him in person, but I read all of his strat posts on 2+2 back in the day, and watched him on Live at the Bike and also then on Poker Go stuff. And yeah, he's great.
He's a good buddy of mine, so I visited him a couple weeks ago, and just like being out of LA, I forget. And I lived in San Diego for quite a while. It's just like so much more laid back. just forget how strenuous like the major cities are.
San Diego isn't a major city.
Well, I just mean like L.A., New York, and San Francisco. I consider like
Yeah,
the alpha cities of the U.S. Like San
sure.
Diego is a big city compared to the rest of the world, but it's not like
Yeah.
an alpha
Like, what's the
city.
population of San Diego? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll look it up.
Like, because Minneapolis, St. Paul are basically one city, and I think they're both about 300-ish thousand apiece, so probably about 600,000 is our big city.
San Diego population is 1.4 million.
Yeah, that's definitely bigger.
San Jose is 1 million. San Francisco is 880,000. But a lot of these are
Jeez.
these numbers are a little fudged because
Budget?
fudged. Because like UC San Diego is in La Jolla. It's not actually in San Diego. So like what's considered a certain city or in the county is like, and what's labeled is like maybe off.
Sure, like that's another thing that blew my mind that like when I first went there was how like when you're over here in Minnesota you think, oh, Los Angeles is the city. But it's not Los Angeles. It's like there's a bunch of little cities that make up the big city. We don't have that here. Cities are cities.
Yeah. Like in California, like LASF and San Diego, there's like a lot of different cities that neighbor the major city. And, the side cities leech off of the big city name.
What city do you live in? Or
Monterey Park.
part of
Yeah.
Monterey Park? Where is that in relation to the wonderful and beautiful Bell Gardens?
It's northeast. Monterey Park is one of the cities labeled the 626, which is like a very Asian neighborhood, like a Chinese ethnic neighborhood. Like there's Arcadia, Monterey Park, Alhambra, Temple City, that kind of area.
There is a rather large Asian population in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it's like fragmented.
The food is so good.
It's so cheap too. Of Queen Jack of Diamonds, I'm gonna make a loose raise.
I gotta open that check. You're gonna get some action from
Dude,
Job below.
anytime I raise loose, it's just like instant 3-bet. I'm just like not even continue. I'm gonna max timer. I'm gonna spite the tournament and just like, max timer. It's my own fault for even opening this damn hand, but
Queen Jack suited? I mean,
it's just like in these kind of fields, I don't think it's worth it.
yeah, I mean maybe with a short stack.
Yeah, with the short stack, like when you have a stack, it just like you just like sit on it and just like wait for better spots. Like you don't need to like accumulate another
Ooh.
like 2 big blinds.
I missed it. Those blinds went up pretty fast.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like in these tournaments where it's not like hyper competitive, like it's better to retain whatever stack you have and just like put in as many chips as possible, and you get like a top 7 hand or top 5 hand. No, don't get me wrong. Like you should be stealing and stuff, but like you just don't have to like steal with like Ace Jack or Queen
Right.
Jack suited.
Like why put yourself in a weird spot if you don't have to?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash that thumbs up. Do you watch Californication?
I got pretty far into that, and I enjoyed it, but then for some reason I stopped watching.
You remember Mike Lamosse, who was also a prop?
No.
We did a podcast, the Californication 2020 podcast. We just finished it off yesterday.
Based on that show?
Yeah, I mean it's more like just like talking.
It's a good show.
We just use the show as an excuse to, talk.
And my wife and I are currently watching Animal Kingdom, which is a great show, also based in California.
What is it?
It's so good. You got to watch it. It's very good. It's on Prime if you have Prime. Yes, it's on Prime. It's this family. They do heists essentially, but it's a very good show.
After a heroin overdose kills his mom, teenager Josh J. Cody moves to Southern California to live with his freewheeling relatives. The family's matriarch is Jay's estranged grandmother, Janine Smurf Cody, from which he's been shielded for years. Jay soon finds out for the isolation. Smurf and the boys make their livings through carefully planned armed robberies and other criminal activities.
Yes.
5, 10,
It's a very good show. Another California show. 10 Spades.
Prominent perpetrators include Smurf's 3 sons, mentally disturbed ex-con Pope, hyperactive truck user, Craig, suspicious.
That's crazy.
Daring. In order to stay alive, Jay must prove loyal to his beguiling grandmother who rules a borderline incestuous love. Wow.
It's a good show, I promise. But you guys are used to having shows based out there, huh? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of Minnesota shows. 90210, they came from Minnesota.
Oh, they did? Who?
Yeah, why is that?
The bot called. I have Jack 6 off. I'm gonna complete and outplay him. It's gonna come like Jack high, and the guy just lives on the button pays Jack. Ooh, I fought the 6. Going to.
What do you have?
I have Jack 6 off.
Ooh.
And he just like limps on the button with like aces.
Yeah, it's like a nothing flop.
The bot like snap raised too.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a very vicious bluff.
The 2 other MTTs are starting. We have the 5-9 off. We're still 10 out of 36, and if I didn't donk off a couple hands, we would have more chips. Steal some points here.
I don't know if I'd call it.
You don't know what?
A little harsh. I don't know if I'd call it donking off. It's a little harsh. You can't just sit around make races with these blind increases.
All right, we stole with the 5-9 off.
Noise.
Ace and a king. We got an ace and a king. It's time to go bust.
Oh my god.
I like having the ace and the king when you have more chips than the other guys. So
yes.
so you're just like, I don't care, man.
Yeah, you can't bust me, so we're all in. What about now?
Wow.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I would ship too.
And
I would ship too.
Jopo Blow is just gonna snap with like aces.
Yeah, he's gonna snap call you with like queens, and you will never hit a card.
He's just getting bullied at this other table too. Oh my, he did have aces.
Oh, gross. King. Come on.
Oh, that's it, guys.
That's so brutal.
Oh man.
So brutal. Ugh.
I literally have run into aces so much like the last few tournaments.
Yeah, that's really gross. Yikes.
I'm in the other Wednesday. The Wednesday wipeout.
Wednesday.
Oh my god, this guy has just shifted the big line. I mean, I might just bust here too. I have ace queen off. I stole the win.
What table are
we both have ace queen. I'm 15 out of 42 in chips. It's just like. Keep running into aces.
It looks like a lot of the same people.
Oh yeah. Let's see what the chat says when I bust out. When I got aces. When they have aces.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Must be on. No.
How are the benefits of your job?
Very good, very good. I get to retire at 55. I got decent health care. Retiring at 55 is really nice. Get a pretty good pension. I get 2% per year that I work of my high five. So by the time I retire, I'll get 66% of my high 5 year salary when I retire.
Wow. And they just get it for
Which
life.
is nice. Just get it for free till I die.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not as good as a cop. A cop, they get basically at age 50, they get essentially the same thing, but they get about 70% at age 50. I had to work 5 more years, to get a little bit less percent. But no one's going to shoot me in a jail. Theoretically.
Theoretically. Allegedly.
I mean, they could. They could. I cannot find you. That to me is the best part. I like the idea that I know my out date. Oh, this is how I did it. Okay, I found this is easier. No, are you this one? Are you out of the no, that's the blitz. That's
I'm out of the blitz. I'm in the Wednesday wipeout 12.5.
Yes, I had that one. I was in the wrong tournament lobby. Wipeout. Players. How many chips you got? There you are. All right, I found you. What is that little red thing by your name? Is this like a bounty tournament or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So let's try to bust some people so we don't have to win.
Yeah, that's the plan, right? That's the ultimate goal.
Dude, it's hard to get these bounties. Oh, basically a diamonds. Ooh, Ben's in the mix. Wow. Well, here's the bust out hand.
Yeah, for sure. What is your
Ace
what are
queen
your
of diamonds.
suits?
Diamonds.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Hey.
Yes, we got some chips. We have ace 9 hearts in the big blind. I think we better make him pay.
Good hand for a bunch of limpers. Like that healthy raise.
Girthy.
Girthy.
Oh Lord.
that's not a good flop. You're dead.
Good for
Hey, you're not dead.
Dead my ass.
You're not dead.
He calls that much, he's trying to flop a set with his 5s.
That's true. That's true.
And then
That's
it's
right.
Jack 10. You're like, 5's no good, buddy. Ace 9 good. All these plays just to run an aces, 2 hours later.
Yeah, exactly. That is the worst part of tournaments.
Yeah.
You could play so very good. You make one bad read and you're out.
It's not even bad reads. Like the way that hand played.
Sure.
I don't think there's.
Oh no, that wasn't. No, not that. I'm thinking of the last tournament I played where I busted. It was just a bad read. It's like, yeah, this guy never has anything here.
Yeah,
he's got it all. I'm dead.
Oh no, I did that on stream like the same day, Sunday, 2 times. I'm like, I think he's making a play on me, and both times they had aces. I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense too.
That's my least favorite scenario to be in. It's like where they have the nuts or nothing, because they always have nuts.
We have the Queen 8 of diamonds here, so yeah. Uh-oh. We do not get to play the Queen 8 of diamonds here.
Nope, not get to play it.
BRB. We have 10-9 off. It's good for 5x. Uh-oh. Apparently not. Well, we have him covered, so let's try to flop a big hand. We flopped a 9.
Right?
Right? Time to lose some chips.
Oh, you're too fair.
Well, if you checked a 3-club flop,
You got to flush though. You got to flush.
I don't know.
He's going 7-6 with the 6 of clubs.
I'm just giving up. You can have it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He just chopped off
What was the start?
my chip stack.
Yeah.
Huh?
What was the starting stack of this one?
5,000.
5K?
Mhm.
Yeah. Playing a little 2-4 stud on the side here. Finally won a pot after 23 hands.
Man,
Very small pot.
if people play MTTs for a living, it's just like, wow, this is.
How do they do it?
I
But
don't
those people like Brian Paris, that guy is always making final tables. Always. How do you do that?
I mean,
But then you watch some of these people, they have a lot of buy-ins, right? So it's like, sure, you can make all these final tables and you have all these scores, but like, if you're buying in 60K and you're winning 60K, it's obviously nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make a living playing MTTs. I just don't.
I mean, I'm not playing him like full time, so to say, but like, it just there's only so many bigger buy-in ones too, and you have to revolve your schedule around certain events. And if you don't do well in those events, it's like, it's not good. So how long do you work for before you get a pension in a government job? Like, what's the rate?
You get it no matter what. Like you don't vest in your pension where I'm at now. For after 10 years, you do. I've worked there long enough that it used to be 3 years before you vest, which means all the money. You're always putting money into the pension, but the county, the money that the county puts in, you don't get that money till you work a certain amount of time. So where I work now, you got to work 10 years to get the county money. The money you put in always gets in there. So it always counts towards your pension. It'll just be a smaller amount if you don't work that full 10. I've been there for almost 16, so it's not even a thing. So I'll get the full pension.
I have A7 of spades. I can't even imagine working for a place for that long. But, man.
I know, it's gone really fast, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think the older we get, like, you just like lose track of the days, and like, oh, that's another year and another year.
I know. Even this year, that was like the memorable bad. Oh, A7 of spades.
Yeah.
You got it all.
Ace-7 of spades.
You got it all, buddy.
Let's make it 180.
Yeah, you got a go broke kind of hand.
He just like snap call. He's got to have the jack 10. I'm gonna bet A7 high value.
Yeah, I mean, what is he supposed to have?
We're lucky we have the A7 instead of A6.
Yeah, you got it.
If we had the A6, then we got the 7, and then the jack 10 just stacks us when the 7 comes out. Yeah, I mean, like, the older I get, I'm like, man, those government jobs are pretty good, because especially, like, your mid-30s to, like, 40s, 50s, and just, the days just pass by, you're like, oh, you just do this, and you get a pension. The more I do entrepreneurship, I'm like, this is just bad.
It's nice to have the pension because, like, I'm putting money away for retirement, obviously, but that's like extra. The pension is what I'm planning on living on.
Yeah. For your,
I'm trying to move to the
bankroll.
Yeah, I want to move to the Philippines. That's where my wife is from.
Oh, do you have plans to do that after?
I want to do that. She doesn't want to.
Why?
She's resistant.
She's not. She likes.
I don't know. She likes America.
I do too. There's a thing for like Asian American dudes that like, especially in their mid-20s or early 30s, they just go back to Asia. I have 6-9 diamonds. Ooh, got the 6. It's like a full house for me. You just go back and vacation in Asia, and it's just like a lot of fun. You kind of have to decide whether to, do things here or turn to diamond. Guys can have like queen jack of diamonds,
No.
This guy's a tournament winner. That bear icon.
Yeah.
So
Means you won a tournament.
a big one. All right, I have a third of the deck. Let's do it. Huh! We got there.
You got it.
Do
That's
we
your
donk
money.
out? No, we're gonna check.
Let him bet his jack again. No.
Oh, he's too smart. What's up, bad B831? Too smart. Check behind. Ace 2 of diamonds. We got Jack 10 of hearts and the other one. Well, we are definitely not God running these MTTs.
No. The only time you ran good is when you folded. You sucked out on kings and queens.
Take a look at how I've been doing in these. Well, I guess I in the money the last two and I final tabled 3 streams ago. I always feel like I'm just like doing that. I know I'm like losing overall though, or I mean I'm winning overall, but in the last like week or two, I'm in net down. I'm only up like 3K in like a month after streaming, but I had my big score like a weekend.
Anytime you're up online, that's good.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, it's not making a living.
No. Yeah, I've done better since I've decided. Like, previously, I was trying to like make extra money, and I was doing that, but it's a lot of pressure. So
yeah, I had an attitude change because like.
Me too.
You want to go first, or right?
No, you go first.
When you play poker for a living, there's a lot of pressure to be max EV. Oh, this is a good spot. Oh, this is the best spot. When you get older and just like stress or tension takes a bigger toll on you, I'm just like, okay, I want to make sure I'm in a plus EV spot that's reasonable, that's as low stress as possible in already a high stress environment.
Yeah.
So something like propping and just not playing cutthroat, or just like these MTTs. Like I have multi-purpose when I'm playing these MTTs, which I just play the biggest buy-in one, and then this goes on content for live or bike, provided that, you know, I final table. So there's no huge pressure like I have to perform. Like hopefully I win, and I am winning, but there's no pressure to be like, oh, I need to make like 10K or 20K in MTTs. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna play plus EV. I'm gonna multi-purpose, you know, everything I do, and hopefully I win. And just like diversify like a lot of different things. So, you know, I'm not relying on this. Just not being reliant on your poker results is just huge.
Yeah.
So that's what I was curious about. You just had your big month in what, it was June, and then you said it was like downhill after.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like I don't want to throw you under the bus if you don't want to say anything, but just like how bad was the downhill?
August was really bad. It was like I never run into such. I never run so bad in my entire life. It's like I don't think I was playing bad. It was hopeless, fucking hopeless. Every time I logged in, it was like, okay, we're gonna lose today, guaranteed. August was bad. I ran that, and then September was kind of residual tilt, and then October I had like we kind of plateaued or chill, and then I just didn't play as much in November or December.
It's good. You have the
But-
luxury of not having to play. But
Yeah, right. But I had never run into something like that where it's like I had so much success, most ever success, and literally the worst run I'd ever run into. So I've been playing a long time, and I'm aware of variance, and there's ups and downs, and nobody wins all the time. But to go from my best month where I can't miss to my worst month where I can't hit was a very, the stark contrast was hard to take.
yeah, so I'm definitely at peace with, especially MTTs. I have pocket 8s here, 2 black 8s. Shout out to JJ De La Garza.
Oh,
I've literally ran into aces like 7 times in like the last 3 streams, and like I don't break a sweat because like I know it's possible. I know in MTTs you just have to be on the right side of those things. Because clearly, if the cards are reversed, they're going bust too. Except for the 2 times I donked off to the pros. It's not like I didn't have anything, you know. I still had hands. They're just like,
yeah.
well, should I call with the 8s here? I'm not gonna call.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah. Still somebody behind me too.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm basically just trying to flop a set of 8s to bust him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just like I realized if I was younger or when I was in a different era, I would have been like, oh, it's so sick, I ran into aces again. Oh, it's so sick, I ran into aces again.
Yeah.
And just like, once you accept that, that's just going to happen a lot of times. Like, you're going to raise, you're going to run into aces, and you just kind of like let go. Like, I'm still running above par. I'm winning. If you're winning, you're always going to be running above par regardless of skill.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I knew, like, after I had a 5.2 score, and I think afterwards I came in second and won a PLO tournament, I'm like, okay, like, this is above par. So, you know, mentally prepare yourself when you run into losing hand. And there were definitely some heartbreaker, like, tournament hands where I, like, top set against, like, something ridiculous, and then I just, like, lose. Or just, like, I have the wrap. Or sorry, I had top set against the wrap, and I fade the card and then shove it in. Or they have a naked flush draw, and we get it in on the turn, and then they just get there. Those are just like a little more heartbreaking than just running into aces,
Yeah.
which you always know. You know what? There's 4 random hands after you ship. They can always just be dealt aces or kings, queens, or ace king. You know.
Yeah, that stretch was really bad. It was one of those ones where it's not even like, it wasn't even like kings into aces. It was like, okay, I have, you know, top 2 and you river some sort of bottom set garbage. It was shit like that happening.
So I have ace kings against
Yes.
jacks in this one, and nope. So I bust out of this 11 center. So 1 tournament left. I don't know if I'm going to play the 730, but I might. I probably will today. I have a decent amount of energy. Any other legends, poker legends you want to shout out?
Dave P. Dave P is a legend. No one knows him. That's how much of a legend he is. He's off the radar. He's my hero. We've been friends forever. He is really good at poker. Never tilts. Always wins. He's my hero.
Two things are probably correlated. Never tilting and always winning is probably a
Yeah,
correlation.
for sure. No,
I can't
seriously.
even say I've never tilted, but my tilt is.
Everybody likes him. Everybody likes him. He plays really, really good. He's a top notch player.
What does he play?
He plays 40-80 mix. He's very good at all the games. He's He's my hero. Doesn't hurt. We've been friends since we were 15, 16.
Wow, that's OG.
Yeah.
I have ace ten of spades in the big blind. Flopped it.
What are you doing again?
I have ace ten of spades.
Oh yeah, that's not
I'm gonna use the timer because I want the blind increase on the button as much as possible. So what's the overall poker scene like in Minnesota?
In recent years, it's kind of shifted to. It seems like a lot of people want to play we have 2 to 100 spread. It seems like that has become the prevailing game, which I played that one time, and it was after watching someone agonize over a $6 raise, like sit there and tank on a $6 raise. That was the one and only time I played it, and I played it for like 20 minutes. So I don't know if it's the best game in the world, but I cannot watch someone tank over $6. I just can't.
I've said that what makes No Limit Hold'em interesting to watch on camera makes it just excruciating to play.
Yes. The tension in the what's he gonna do?
Yeah, the tension is good to watch.
Live, but live it drives you insane. I can't. I played a little bit of No Limit only in LA, and it was pretty fun. But I'm an action junkie. Like stuff's got to happen fast, or I get super bored.
In PLO, what makes it fun to play makes it impossible to watch, because when you play PLO, you're like, oh my god, I have this hand and this draw, and I have this potential. And then when you're watching it, you don't have that personal attachment when somebody else has the cards.
Right. Yeah. Pod isn't as fun. Yeah. So that's kind of unfortunate. That's sort of become the more prevalent game. We still have a very solid 8-16 half kill, a very solid 20-40 limit hold'em, and then the 40-80 mix is our big game that we can always find. You can get 10-20 mix a decent amount, definitely on the weekends, for sure on Fridays. And we've sort of expanded our games. Back in the day, our mix used to just be, 08, stud 8, hold'em, essentially. Now we have Doobie, we have triple draw. It took us a long time to get those games, so we had to teach our dealers, I guess. I don't know.
PS3 Shake says somebody busted. PS3 Shake says if you have the Decimone to eat plain Chobani, you can do anything. I don't know about that, man.
Plain Chobani is a good substitute for sour cream, though. Like that's like level up your burritos, put plain Chobani in there instead.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Get extra proteins.
I'm just trying to be better in general. Like this last half a year, I think I've improved health, and I got a ways to go. But I had Ryan Fee on a couple days ago. He's looking good. He's looking better too.
Yeah,
that's the thing, though. I don't think so, man.
No.
I guess the camera, like, if you stand up, maybe, or if I see you in person, I'm like, oh, Zach, don't do that, man.
My in-laws have been staying with me. It's been they've been feeding me like crazy. I definitely gained at least 10-15 pounds in this lockdown period.
No, I definitely.
But my wife and I are going to the gym now every day, and it's been really good.
I think not playing high stakes poker, just like, unless you just like kind of like willingly want to play, it's just so much healthier.
Oh yeah. My life has been a lot better since I've basically release myself from the stress of trying to make money at poker.
Mm.
Now I play for fun,
Yeah,
and it's
just
like I used to do back in the day. You know,
I
you know.
essentially, even though part of my income is poker, I essentially adopted that. Like, I'll play when
Yeah,
I want to, and I play when I know I'm going to
play when
play
I
well.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um.
because when I was trying to make money, it's like you drive yourself insane. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta take care of my wife. We're gonna spend time together. We're gonna watch movies. But look at these good games I'm missing out on.
Yeah.
And you drive
No.
yourself nuts thinking about the good games.
Yeah. Now it's just like, okay, so because poker is still part of my income, and like some set schedule things, like this Sunday, the bigger tournaments, I'm gonna also stream, and there's a lot of EV there, so I'm definitely gonna, that's one of the days. And then if there's certain private games that I need to partake in, that's like 2 times a week potentially. I'm like, okay, those 3 days I have to set aside to like do stuff. Other than that, like when I'm streaming with you, like if I set a schedule with you, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream that day. But other than that, I'm just like, you know what? If I don't feel like it, I'm just like not gonna do it.
That's better.
And I do perform better. Like,
Yeah, for sure. And
I'm
that's why I have mad respect for my buddy JP because he's been doing it for a living, and it's like there's some days where he's like, "No, man, I got to go to work," and I realize when he's saying work, it's like he's got to go to the casino. It's like that sounds like that would be fun for me, but it's not always fun for him because
because
going to work
you have to
isn't
put in
always
the
fun.
volume. Yeah, you have to put in
Yeah,
the volume, and then you need to like fade the cards and just like
yeah,
the cards aren't gonna pan out. Like I went broke
yeah.
year 11. I didn't have the insane bad run of cards until year 16. It was really really late for me, and I was propping. Like I've seen other people's graphs of players like much better than me, and they had worse graphs, worse downswing. So I'm like, no thanks, I'm good.
No thanks.
And there are people who have thrown shade at me that are like, I'm not the player I used to be. It's totally fine. Because at the end of the year, I should be net positive on multiple fronts, including poker play. And I'll probably never have my old hourlies, but that's okay. I'll live. What are your...
Bueno.
One last thing, though. Do you have any
Yes.
legendary stories with bicycle kicker Schneids? Legendary hands.
Schneids, man, that guy is a freaking legend. I think for about 6 years straight, I don't think I ever saw him leave with less chips than he came in with. I don't think I saw him lose for like 6 years. Now, I saw him lose the last year's, but for like 6 years straight, I'd come in there and he'd have a giant stack of chips in front of him. That guy won all the time. But I tell you, my man Dave P, he can chop that tree down. Don't sleep on Dave P.
So, what are the highest stakes in Minnesota?
The highest we can currently run are 5,100 limit. That doesn't run all the time. The 40-80 mix runs almost daily.
It's pretty. That's still
And that's-
decent size.
I mean, that's a good game. I mean, especially if you get some of the big bet games, the stud games, with the extra streets. Those games can get kind of big. But yeah, Schneids. That guy he is a legend for sure. Way back in the day, beating he beat Kenneth James on a party poker cruise for $1 million back in the day.
Well,
yeah,
it's not. What
I don't know if you
it's,
know how it works. For sure, in Minnesota, we anybody who has any kind of success, if they're from Minnesota, we latch on to them with a death grip because it's not like LA where everyone makes it. No one makes it from Minnesota. So.
Hey, there's a lot of graveyards. People make it in LA and San Francisco, but they don't always stay there. Sometimes they're 6 feet under.
For sure.
You know Kristen, right? Palomino. She's from Minnesota too.
That really?
Yeah.
That
You know
name sounds
Palomino,
familiar.
right? She was on
She
Poker
played on Stars, yeah.
and Full
Yeah,
Tilt. I was playing
really.
with
She was
her
from
every day.
Minnesota.
Yep, Minnesota.
Huh.
She's
Yeah, I
in
remember that
Colorado
name.
now.
I didn't know she was from Minnesota. I didn't know it was a she. I just knew it was a
It's a she.
screen name.
Nope, it's a she. I've played with her in person and online.
Yeah, they played a lot on Stars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a red tag for that screen name.
Oh yeah, she was one of my worst enemies.
Yeah,
On Poker Table
my
Rankings.
my worst enemy was Calvin Johnson on Poker Stars. That guy was so good. I still think he's one of the best players I've ever played with online.
Don't know who he
He
is.
played pretty flawlessly.
I ended up playing Unguarded.
I played Unguarded. Yep, Unguarded on
He
a
came
sign.
out to Commerce. Yeah, I never played on a sign. I know who he is online. Stars.
Driver seat I. Jonathan Tamayo. Played him a lot.
Remember people like,
I think he won a bracelet, or he had some big finishes.
Butch Asti, I bad beat you people here. But all right, I don't want to keep you, but appreciate your time reminiscing.
Yes, love you, Wayne. You're my homeboy. I would like to do this again sometime.
Anytime. Reminisce.
Yes. Good luck. Ship
Shout out
those
to
turns.
ZB.
See you, buddy.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Zach Beebe, ladies and gentlemen. We have the ace and the jack. Oops. These things are a lot harder when Brian Arakaki doesn't do everything for you. But hope you guys enjoyed Zach's stories. We're going to get more cool guests. And I do feel like I have... Definitely going to see that here. King Queen of Diamonds. Half the energy today. So definitely been exhausting myself with the longer days, but I do need to do what I haven't been doing on these tournaments. Let's see. Night Predator. 2 diamonds. All right, time to go bust. The 8-9 or the ace-5 or the 6-5 or the 4-5, who knows. We're just glad to get chips. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. We had Zach Beebe earlier, who was donkey on tilt on Poker Stars. He has a job, plays on the side, wins on the side. What's up, Ryan Palikas? Thanks. Yeah, sub. Appreciate it. It's like not letting me approve Palikas's there. Nope. Ryan, it's not letting me approve your message. No problem, Ryan. I just added you as a moderator. going to be in the Night Predator too. So hope to Bing, man. Just it's brutal. Getting wrecked. We did our season finale of the Californication 2020 podcast. Check that out if you like the show. How much money did it slip to you to let Bryce and that comment? You guys can come on this. Live at the Bike, that's up to JJ De La Garza, actually. He selects the commentators. I could put in a good word, but frequently we have people that are somewhat established or have been around in the LA poker community, or just have some internet presence, and it's a different criteria. Some other places that commentate like the WPT, World Series, or Poker Go, they don't necessarily repeatedly see the same people over and over, so they can commentate a different way. In Live at the Bike, we see the same people. We play with them off camera. We talk to them off camera. We hang out with them sometimes. So it's a different feel. Definitely not as, I guess, straightforward. Internet style, Twitter style. But we exercise a lot of tact because we have to deal with these guys IRL, aka in real life. Yes, PS3 Shakes, a sucker for seaweed salad and fresh carrots. I am trying to develop good qualities. Thanks for all the run good. Yeah, if you and Bryce want to come on, Bryce wants to come on alone with me, and I can interview him. Let's get you guys a little head start, and hopefully I do well and these things show up on Live at the Bike. But I'm net winner about 3,000 in these MTTs, starting to stream. Like, I think November 29th is my first stream. So it's been 31 days. I'm net about plus 3,000. I don't know how many tournaments I've played. I've final tabled quite a bit. I've won one, final tabled at least 9 times. It's been a decent experience. Obviously, not a good way to be making money. I do have Bob covered. Let's look for that third 5. We're going to open it straight draw. Five ball. That's not a 5. We don't have 5 on it. free card. You have kings, free card. Clock. Let's clock it out. We could like try to bluff off queens, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather it's probably has like a set of kings or aces. He's got king 10. Wow. Things you don't know until you see the cards. We have no bounty. Oh, it pays the 27. That's not too bad. So hopefully we get some back. Still a ways away, but we need to get some bounties, man. We need 8. We can't even stack anyone here. Okay, we're definitely going with this. I don't like that I got called. Definitely gonna stack off here, so hopefully we have 10 outs. Just 10 ball? Like, it's insane. It's the variance. Alright, I guess I'll play a bit of cash games. Definitely not running well. I still have energy, so we're gonna, play this thing. It's pretty rough, man. I don't know what to say. Rough times. Yeah, I mean, he had 7 outs to win. He could hit 4 9s, 3 10s. But Ryan Palikas, I don't know. Just develop your own style for commentating. Listen to the way the Live at the Bike commentators do, because we all have to adhere to a relatively snug format when it comes to how you treat people. In the past, there are some commentators that talk down on players. We absolutely don't do that. We do want to, if a player is doing something wrong, we want to just point out and be respectful and just know how difficult it is to play on camera, which is why I've always been an advocate of commentators need to be playing on the camera to see what it's like. Yeah, this is. You know what? I'm actually not going to partake. I'm going to rest up. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to play this last orbit. And I think I want to re-energize. Thanks for coming in, guys. We had Zach Beebe. Shout out to Ryan Palikas. Had him on yesterday. And I'll be going on this podcast, the All-In Podcast. Do want to help other content creators, and especially if they have interest in commentating or being a TV player. Just help them a little bit along the way. I want to help people be upstanding people in the poker community. It wasn't a 3-outer. You get in a 9 for a higher straight, so it was a 7-outer, but still, it's just like, it's a big pot. If I win that, it's a big swing, you know. I have 1.5x stack. But, you know, gotta run damn good in these things. But, you know, it's what you learn. So I gotta play as well as you can. As I mentioned to Zach Beebe, it's been easier for us to play well when we have external income and we just, you know, play when we want to instead of forcing ourselves to play. But I can confidently say I've only been net negative 1 year in poker. It was a painful year. Nonetheless, it was still 1 year, and I'm very not proud of it. Yeah, Ryan Palikas. Commentating's evolved, so definitely the way Live at the Bike does it. JJ's in charge of that. JJ Delgar's in charge of that. So definitely reach out to him. And this is going to conclude my session today. Shout out to PS3 Shakes, Ryan Palikas, Gators Rock, Tim T, Bad Beat, 831, Host Up Lee, special guest Zach Beebe, SS the G. Thanks for tuning in. Nick from Yuma, Lujan Associates, Paul Hamilton, Matt Benjamin, Derek Sierra, and Widener. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry for the unexciting stream, but you guys see, we're into aces, or you get 7-outers. Happens, you know. Hopefully, you guys learn some things, and you know, I'll be back probably tomorrow, but not sure. All right, take it easy, guys.